1. Always have a digital scale or weighing scale at hand. 2. Always have clear tape and paper tape at hand. 3. Have disposable cups such as plastic cups or paper cups for mixing. 4. Always have a mixing stick such as popsicle sticks or toothpicks or skewers. 5. You can always buy molds or you can make molds with the help of cardboard and packing tape. 6. What fun is using resin without any pigment? In this video I'll use red and pearl white. 7. Don't ask why it's bold. The resin itself. In this video I will mix resin by weight and I will add filler in it. 9. This is an unnecessary step, but this is what I'm using as filler so you can reduce the usage of resin. 10. Always use gloves when working with resin. Purchasing resin, always search for the directions or ask the store owner to how to mix, ratios of mixing this. In this it's a 1:1 ratio. Here it's mentioned in the directions to pour out equal amounts of volume. When working with resin, use newspaper as a base sheet. Mixing in small quantity and you want the same quantity as a container, I would suggest use 3 cups so you can fill it both to full and mix it here, mix and pour one here and keep swapping in between. Working with resin, always wear gloves and no other accessory so it becomes easier and safer to work with. I'm going to fill it up to here, this rim. Always sacrifice one hand for liquid touching the other don't. As I have filled it up to the rim in this bowl, I am going to add it to this bowl, some of the amounts to this bowl. Usually people can add it to a large bowl, but I prefer this method. Now I have 3 containers, 2 of them are mixed with the base and now I add the hardener. And add the rest of it into the second cup. I had to sacrifice one glove because both my gloves got moist. So I take this spinner in and I mix it in. So this is a more easier way because you just need to pull a button, but you can mix it by hand also. Then I'll take some and pour it into the hardener cup. That is update. It is very cloudy, but I think that when it sets it'll be clear. I know it's not air bubbles. The air bubbles are individually seen here. Now I'm going to add pigment. Guys, don't worry, nothing will happen if you let the resin sit in the cup. It will actually solidify, and you can do that till the cup gets filled. And best part is when a cup gets filled, you can actually use it as a paperweight or a candle stand by drilling a hole. And now the red. Our turtle had died, so I'm just going to mix it by hand. You shouldn't have a grainy texture. Since I'm using Asian pencil resin, it's quite thicker for some reason. This is the color I wanted. Now I've gotten it. For the second step, I'm going to take the add-on material and I'm going to add it in this cup. That'll be enough. I'll take the cup with the resin and pour it in. And then I will take the cup with the white and pour that in. And we mix this. So since I have added cardboard, it'll absorb the resin, but it shouldn't also be doing that at the same time. I got an inspiration from Peter Brown. He did with corkboard. Now I'm trying with cardboard. Now I'll add some white to it. This one. Yeah, a little bit of red can be mixed. I don't mind. You can practice with art resin, that's more easier to work with, but in this I'm using this heavy duty resin. Take your cardboard, take the tape and layer it and add the ring onto it and add a sealant such as glue. Since I'm in such a hurry because I didn't predict how long it will take and I didn't prepare myself, I'm going to pour the red mixture in. If you're wondering why the white glue still, I'm hesitating right now. Shit. Okay, for the sounds outside. And then I'm gonna add the white. Today is the 31st of December 2019. I'm recording this on the day of New Year's Eve, because the day before New Year, because tomorrow I will get the results I expect, hopefully get the results I'm expecting, and tomorrow, the 1st of January 2020, I will upload this video. Now I will let that sit aside. Since there is a leak all over, I'm going to add the can on top to prevent it from leaking out that much. And the leak will also act as a form of sealant. Now the mold. I will take the leftover of the red, which was unmixed. When you pour from a height, you will get less air bubbles. Now I'll pour the rest back into this previous mold. The thinner you stream, the thinner your resin will, lesser the air bubbles. Mold is a floral mold. I have lots of flower gaps I have to remove the air bubbles from. So I take my stick and I'll just poke it through. along the lines. I think I added too much red. So let this rest overnight and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll just stir this one up a bit so I can create an effect. Yes, the swirl effect, and I'm going to leave it off as it is. Another tip is that when you're done, collect all your waste such as your gloves or your stirring sticks and you pull it in and you have it all in a bag so you can just dispose it. Hi guys, today is the 1st of Jan, 7:25. I slept at 2 o'clock today morning and I'm caught up and I'm like wabba. So from what we did yesterday, this is what was the result. This is the flower and I'm going to open it out. It's turned out quite dark. I didn't expect that, added red and silver, but it's turned out like purplish. I was right about the theory that it'll look curly initially, but eventually turns silver. This was the white cup I mixed that earlier. This is the red cup. It's all purplish for some reason. This is a cup which I tossed upside down. Now I created a permanent seal on top, like a genius. Don't ask why. I'm so tired and I have nothing to do. I need to upload this video today. And the rest of the ring. Initially it was like red, then white, and I had a bit more red on top. Then I don't know what happened, but it became like this. And the packing tape works like a charm. Now I have a coaster which I can never use properly. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I will be posting more videos since it's 2020.